Hello, my name is Crystal Paholka. Today we are going to be working with a problem that requires us to subtract mixed numbers. The problem we are working with today is 3 1/3 minus 1 1/2. I can represent this using 3 yellow pattern blocks and 1 blue pattern block. Now right away you're going to see that we will need a common denominator. This means we need numbers that are common between both our 1/3 fraction and our 1/2 fraction, because it's impossible to subtract 1/2 from these figures, as we cannot subtract anything from the whole figures, and our 1/3 is smaller than 1/2. If I go ahead and do the calculation, I will find that the lowest common denominator between 3 and 2 is 6. So I'm going to substitute 2 green pattern blocks representing 1/6 each for my blue pattern block. And if I go ahead and take these 3 down, that leaves me with a total number of 3 2 6. Now that I have a common denominator, I still see that the number is too small for me to go ahead and subtract the 1/2 from this. So I'm going to need to borrow from my 3. If I substitute 6 of my 6th pattern blocks for one of my yellow whole pattern blocks, it leaves me with a total number of 2 8/6. Now I can subtract the half. And we see that the half is equal to exactly 3 of my 6 pattern blocks. And that leaves me with a total number of 2 5/6. We can see this on paper as well. Again, the first thing we're going to need to do is find the common denominator. We do this by multiplying 2 over 2 times 1/3 and 3 over 3 times 1/2, which gives me a number of 3 2 6 minus 1 3 6. And again, we see that the 2 minus 3 is going to give me a negative number, so I'm going to need to borrow from the 3. So my second step will be to borrow from the 3. So 3 becomes 2, 1 times 6 is 6, and 6 plus 2 is 8. So my number will then be 2 8/6 minus 1 3/6. Then my final step will be to go ahead and do the subtraction. So 2 8/6 minus 1 3/6, 2 minus 1 is 1, and 8 minus 3 is 5. So my final answer is 1 5/6, which is what we saw when we used the pattern blocks.